Portland Police set to roll out a big change. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Elizabeth Din.
And I'm Dan Tilken in for Jeff tonight. After a decade of talks, officer-worn body cameras will finally be on the streets of Portland. Next week, the Bureau begins a pilot program for 150 officers to wear the cameras.
Our Brandon Thompson here now after asking tough questions to the Portland Police Bureau about the rollout of this major program.
And I wanted to know, how will PPB ensure that these officers are turning on the cameras when they're supposed to? In some cases, the cameras will turn on automatically. The Police Bureau says even though Portland is the last U.S. city to get major U.S. city, that is, to get body-worn cameras, there are some things they will have to figure out before all the police force wears them. Adding more eyes to Portland police.
Body cameras are a witness to an event no different than a person standing there.
Monday begins a 60-day trial for PPB's body camera program after the agency was required to adopt them as part of a settlement with the Department of Justice in 2014. Around 150 officers will wear them in the Central Precinct, the Bike Squad, and the Focused Intervention Team who respond citywide.
We're really excited. We think it's going to be really helpful for our current level of drug investigations.
When an officer pulls a gun or a taser out of a holster, or when they turn on the lights and sirens in a car, the camera will turn on automatically, and so will the cameras of officers nearby. Otherwise, policy states officers must activate cameras when they interact with anyone.
How do you ensure that an officer does turn on the cameras?
I would expect as an officer here, if there was an intentional policy violation of not activating your camera, I would expect to be disciplined.
Obtaining videos from the body cameras will be just like requesting other public records at PPB, though they may restrict videos that are a part of an investigation.
Other law enforcement agencies have been known to release body camera videos even while investigations are active. Will Portland Police follow that same kind of protocol?
It's a case by case, but I think the general rule is probably going to be they're not going to be released while an investigation is active and ongoing.
On the recordings, officers will voice why they turned off a camera or muted audio while they're at a scene. To comply with state law, they'll also inform people that their body cameras are recording.
Do you envision this changing any officer's behavior?
Well, I mean, I think necessarily if you put a camera on anybody, I think that it will both serve to moderate behavior on both sides of that interaction.
Officers will be able to review their body camera footage and use of force incidents only after they record an initial report. The pilot project launches on Monday and wraps up in October. There could be tweaks to the policy depending on what happens in that pilot period too.
Brandon, do you also know when all Portland police officers will have these body cameras?
So that's somewhat in question right now. It will be up to a year. They have to contract with the vendor Axon. They also might have to retrain officers and based off the tweaks to the policies that they might make. So they say between April and August of 2024.
All right, Brandon, thank you.
Been a long time coming.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.